Hello everyone, today I am going to explain experiment number 8 in which you are going to convert a galvanometer into a voltmeter of desired range. For this, the apparatus we require are battery eliminator, rheostat, galvanometer, a high value resistance box and voltmeter. Now, all of you know that if we want to convert a galvanometer into a voltmeter, then we need to connect a high value resistance in series with the galvanometer so that overall resistance will be high, because an ideal voltmeter should have maximum resistance, infinite resistance, so that no current should flow through this. So to convert a galvanometer into a voltmeter, we need to connect a high value resistance in series with the galvanometer. How we are going to perform the experiment? First of all, we are going to connect the circuit diagram as shown in the figure. The battery eliminator, rheostat, galvanometer and voltmeter all will be connected parallelly with each other, and high value resistance box will be connected with the galvanometer. Now look at here. All of you have used this rheostat. There are two fixed terminals in rheostat and one variable terminal. We have to, during the connection, we have to be careful which point is going to connect in the fixed terminal and which one we are going to connect in the variable terminal. See the diagram. The two terminal of the battery will be connected with the fixed terminal of the rheostat A and B. Then one terminal of voltmeter and galvanometer will be connected to the fixed terminal of the rheostat point A, and other terminal of the voltmeter and resistance which is connected in series with the galvanometer are connected with the variable terminal C of the rheostat. As I said earlier, battery's positive terminal will be connected to the fixed terminal of the rheostat, that is B. After the connections, how we are going to perform the experiment? See here. The value of G, that is resistance of galvanometer, and K, figure of merit, this will be provided to you, or you can calculate these two values as you have done in the previous experiment. So suppose I am taking the values from the previous experiment. G is equal to 150 ohm, K is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 5 ampere per division, N is equal to 30, N is the number of division on either side of the galvanometer. Ig is the current capacity of the galvanometer, which is given by N into K. We know the value of N, that is 30. We know the value of K, that is given to you 2 into 10 to the power minus 5. After multiplying, we get this. Suppose we want to convert this galvanometer into voltmeter of a given range 0 to 6. This is choice, or it will be given to your question paper. You can take 0 to 3, 0 to 4, 0 to 6. I have taken here 0 to 6 volt. So how much resistance we have to connect in the series with galvanometer, that we have to calculate. You have studied in theory that R is equal to V0 upon Ig minus G. V0 is the range of voltmeter in which you want to convert. Ig is the current capacity, G is the resistance of the galvanometer. Everything is given. So by substituting the value, we can calculate the resistance which is to be connected in series with the galvanometer. This we will find out. Then one more observation is there, least count of the galvanometer. This is equal to V by N. V I have taken here 6 volt. N is the number of division in the galvanometer, that is 30. So least count is equal to 1 by 5. Now I am showing you the connections of this experiment. See, this is voltmeter, this is galvanometer, this is rheostat, and this is battery eliminator. Everything I have kept parallelly, I have connected parallelly, and one high value resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer. Look at here. The two terminal of the battery, positive and negative, are connected with the fixed terminal B and A of the rheostat. This is A terminal, this is B terminal, and this is C terminal. Now One terminal of the galvanometer, one terminal of the voltmeter are connected with the A point as shown in the diagram. I have shown it earlier. Other terminal of the voltmeter is connected with the C terminal, that is variable terminal of the rheostat. Galvanometer, one high value resistance box is connected in series with the galvanometer. Other terminal of the resistance box is connected with the C terminal of the rheostat. So this is the connection. Now how we are going to note down the observations? We will switch it on. Before turning it on, we will remove a high value resistance from the resistance box, and then we'll move the slider and we'll take out some deflection in the galvanometer. We have to take suppose 4 reading. So 4 deflection we will note down 10, 20, 30, 15, any 4 deflection from here by moving this, and that time how much this voltmeter is giving the reading, that we are going to note down in the observation table. So first suppose I am setting the turning it on. One more thing, before starting the apparatus, we need to take out resistance which is equal to this theoretical value or V by Ig minus G. I have taken the range V 6 volt. Ig will be, I have calculated here, 16 to 10 to the power minus 5. So the resistance which need to be connected in series with the galvanometer is 9850 ohm. This much resistance 9850 ohm, I have taken it out. Look at here. This is 5000, 2000, 2500, 200 and 150. So 5 to 7 to 9, 9000, 700, 850. I have taken out 9850 ohm resistance from this resistance box. This resistance you have to take out before doing the experiment. Now we will move, we'll turn it on, we'll set the deflection by moving the slider of the rheostat. Suppose I have taken here 5, deflection is 5. I have taken the deflection 5. That time how much reading it is showing? You can see here the reading of the voltmeter is 0.8. Look at here. This is 0, this is 2, this is 1. So 2 division is there. So 0.6 volt. I will write here. Deflection is 5. When we multiply this theta with the least count, 5 into 1 by 5 we get 1, and from the voltmeter reading we are getting 0.6. These two V1 and V2 should be approximately same. We are getting here difference of 0.4 volt. Now we are changing this. Now we are keeping it at 10 deflection. That time voltmeter reading is 1.4. I have kept it here at 10 and the deflection is 1.4. I have calculated here V1 will be 2 and V2 will be 1.4. The difference will be 0.6. Similarly, we can note down all the readings. I have noted down all the readings 5, 10, 15, 20. Calculated the value of V1 by multiplying theta with least count. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 volt, and the standard voltmeter reading from the voltmeter I have noted it here, that is 0.6, 1.4, 2.4, 3.4, and this we have taken out. We have calculated the difference between V1 and V2. Note down one thing, here we have written the difference. If V1 is more, then you can write V1 minus V2, and if V2 is more, then you can do V2 minus V1. We have to note down this difference, and this difference should be minimum. So this is all about the experiment. Thank you everyone.